Well, hello everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. Hump day. What do you want from me? Uh, just a few minutes. I just coming on here. I got some very important news regarding the stimulus. No, nothing's changed. If you're new to my channel and you're just watching this video, consider on subscribing to my channel for the latest updates and unemployment lately. We talk a little bit about cigars. Please don't forget about registering. Go to one of my comments, pick one of my favorite top 10 cigars, any cigar, one cigar that I enjoy smoking, and just pick a color. And if you only got one right, nobody's got any right, then you'll win. You'll win both. We're giving out a $20 gift card and one of my favorite cigars. And there's a person on here who's contributing, help me out. So if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now and look at some of my videos when you have some free time and check out. And then I will post the winner on Tuesday. The contest is going to next Monday at midnight. Okay, so what I just heard, this is regarding real quick on the stimulus. So far, everything I've been saying on my last videos, the 1,400, and now they're including all dependents. I talked about college kids. This is important, though. If you claimed in 2019 more money and you weren't not eligible for the 600 we just recently got or the 1,200 we got back the first round, but you're making less and they're going to stay with the 75,000, so you and your spouse are now under the 150,000, or if you're a single person, you were over the 75 before, and now you know that you're under. I would rush and get an appointment very quickly with your tax your CPA and tax advisory and get that in, because they're going to be pushing out these stimulus checks. Are you with me really soon? So again, I'll repeat it. If you know for sure you were over last time, or maybe you only made, remember that $5 for every 1,000, and now you know you made a lot less money because of the pandemic, or you were self-employed and your business went down, I would hurry up and get your taxes done as quickly as possible. Well, for me, maybe you have to tip the guy on the side to get an extra appointment or get an earlier appointment, whatever it is. Now, if you made less or you're making the same, then no, you don't have to rush. But yeah, so they're going to go base it on the 2020. They're not going to count anybody out, but they're based on a 2020. So in other words, if you know for sure, if you made 200,000 and now all of a sudden you're making 74,000 or under that, they're going to go by the 2019 that you did, and you wouldn't get it. So does that make sense? So go ahead and get that complete. Get your taxes done. They are going to try this tax credit and give out $3,000 for each child. And if it's under 6, I think it's $3,500. So, well, if you have kids, you're going to make out. With POA, I'm still hearing, I'm reading a lot of your comments, and I'm sorry, people, I haven't got much time today, but a shout out to my daughter. It was her birthday today, so happy birthday, Lizette. But real quickly, there's still a lot of fraud. I said this before, and if you're new to I'll go over it real quick. They should not be calling you up at all, period. If they did, they would have your claimant number, and they would not ever, ever ask for your whole Social Security number. So people don't open up a can of worms, all right? They would not call and ask you for your Social Security number. So if they have your name, yeah, your name's all over the internet. So don't worry. Just don't trust it. There's still a lot of the fraud going on. I'm concerned. I really am. If you were a victim, I know a couple of you, I read somebody was a victim. It's been 7 months since the fraud, haven't been paid. I know. I feel for you. I went through it with my wife. We finally got it resolved. My only advice is to call the fraud department. I've said this over and over. Have your police report, your driver's license, be a step ahead. Talk to somebody. It's easy to get in touch with them. They're on your side, believe it or not. They want to catch the bad guys. As far as getting paid, what they done personally with people I'm hearing, including my wife, is they close down they redo the whole portal. In other words, you're going to see all your stuff, but they shut it down, reopen up your weekly claim, where you file, and then they tell you to put in a new password or username. I wish I can tell you more on it, and are trying to. I will tell you this, and I'm not just trying to make you relax. They have to pay you, even if that money, like in my wife's circumstances, it went into the hackers, the bad guy's account. They still got to pay you on it. So you got to continue to call people. I'm sorry. You got to stay on top of it. Another tip is to call, if you live in Nevada, call Senator, we'll call the senators, but call the governor. There's normally like a secretary of the chief of staff, not the secretary of the governor, secretary, and let them know who you are. You know, if you have to call 3 times, get their name and tell them that you still haven't got paid. There was a problem with fraud. Um, sometimes you have to be tough. Maybe I need to hit this to the courts. Maybe I need to go ahead and find a good attorney. They don't want none of that stuff. And okay, so you know, sometimes it's the people who continue to call and continue to voice your opinion. Call your state, if you're not here in Nevada, call your state local governors and explain them what's happened. Say, hey, I voted for you this time. Maybe I won't vote. Yes, you have to do that to get them to express. I wish I could have more. I feel for you. So it's just horrible with this fraud thing. And I know there's people out there who haven't had fraud that I'm reading and haven't gotten paid since the pandemic. One more thing too, I wanted to talk about with the Johnson & Johnson. What I'm hearing is coming out real soon. It's going to be that you have to take not you have to. Well, we'll get into that on my next video. But if you take the shot, the vaccine, it's going to be a yearly thing like the flu shot. And I said this way back, if you watch my videos a year ago, this is not going to go away. When a disease comes, it doesn't go away. It's treatable. It's not the end of the world. So eventually we're all going to get it. That's why, the vaccine's out. Eventually, even keeping your immune system, eventually, how many times you go 8 years. Of course, the younger you are with the COVID, you're not going to get it. But they're saying now with Johnson & Johnson is you're going to have to take it every year. I'm also I've read some news and some articles, and I was in a meeting earlier this morning where if you fly domestic, there's a lot of talk, that you might not only have to have a COVID test to fly. So if you fly from Vegas to Jersey, a COVID test, and then 3 days prior to that, another COVID test, that's 100% you have to do. But now they're talking about having the vaccine to show that you had the vaccine and you have not, that you had a vaccine. And that's domestic. So it's going to come to a point where, we said before, we're not going to take it. I still say I don't want to take it. But, hey, you have loved ones you have to visit or emergency. I know I like to travel. So, it might come to the point where we might just have to break down. But I am hearing some real good stuff about Johnson & Johnson that, and I'm with a lot of doctors, know a lot of doctors, that there's very little side effects. Everything can have side effects. So we'll get into that more on the next conversation. Again, thank you for watching. Say hello to somebody. Tomorrow's another day. Please hit your comments. Basically, you're registered for it. I don't know the color of the cigar. You can't enter. I think I only got 3, 4, maybe at the most. Contest ends. Favorite cigar. Pick one. Watch the videos. Favorite color. We're going to be another one. I'm at 51 now subscribers. I'm going to get to 60. So we're going to do another one. And then we'll be working on some live stuff very soon. I'm Sal CAPANO. See you in the next video.